Yes, we will, Rex. We will go right out this door and look at this beautiful Monday, April 21st, 2025. It's 7:11 a.m. and I don't know what I hear the hum of. I don't know, some kind of compressor or something, but otherwise it's no wind and the sound of birds at the tallest mountain in Vermont, Mount Mansfield, where the summit temperature is right about 32 degrees or so, and the valley is about the same. We've got an inversion this morning. What a pretty day. And here's the view from the top of Wildcat, looking at New Hampshire's tallest mountain. Tuckerman Ravine, all full of snow. It's that time of year. And the summit temperature is about 32 or 33, already up to 36 between 4,000 and 5,300. And the wind is 10 miles per hour on top of Mount Washington. We are in the center of a high pressure system, sinking air. As that high gets to our east, the wind will pick up a little from the south. The regional temperature map at just about 6:45 was actually colder in Sturbridge, Massachusetts at 31 degrees than it was at the 5,300 feet on Mount Washington. So it's an inversion. That is, the cooler air sinks, decouples. You see up in northern Vermont in the 20s. And then as the sun comes up and we get the differential heating, the temperature at the summit goes up a little bit, slowly, and the temperature at the lower elevations goes up quickly, back to 60 degrees today, a very pretty Monday. There's another nasty storm, though, in the middle of the nation. There's the broken lightning from Michigan through Kentucky down to Texas. It's a front that's stretching out, shearing, and is going to weaken. Looks very impressive on the radar, though, doesn't it? That storm center over Wisconsin. Little snow there in eastern Minnesota today. That storm driving north and east into a confluent environment. That means it's going to weaken. But there are some spring showers in store for us later today. In New England, it's a fairly quiet weather week with rather seasonable temperatures. It's the last Monday for lift-served skiing here. The season extended a week because of a lot of snow. There was a lot of snow melt the last 3 days. But the Legion of Groom reset in the freezing weather. So nosedive, and that's right there. Hayride are groomed. That's where we're going. And so we'll come right back and do a full, grateful for Easter Sunday and more, along with the forecast for this week. There are some spring showers, not a lot. Look at those groomers right there. The sunrise chair is moving, but it's supposed to be done for the season. It's now going to be just the Forerunner chair, and there's no over easy. So I got to go catch a shuttle and get right back. Oh, yeah, Patriots Day. Red Sox are playing. Boston Marathon is happening. Kind of forget about that when you're up in the mountains, just kind of looking up at the mountains and skiing and watching the weather. Here's the satellite image now. It's 10:30 in the morning. There's a storm over Labrador. That's a 984 millibar low. That's a powerhouse. There's our high pressure system right over New England. Onshore flow Boston is 48 degrees right now. Same temperature as out the door here. And that's a 1,000 millibar low over the Great Lakes states. It's going to drive most of that energy off up into Canada with just sort of a weakening front coming through here. So what we have outside right now, mackerel sky, mackerel sky, mackerel sky. Mackerel sky. Not 24 hours dry. That's a saying, has to do with the incoming warm front. When you have a sky that looks like fish scales, often means that there's a transition, and transitions usually mean precipitation. And there is some precipitation. We saw that earlier on the radar. It's getting thinner, and we had a very nice start to the day. Want to see what it looked like up high this morning? With a little bit of a refreeze. They did a great job grooming, and we had a lot of fun. And I was thinking of you, Donna and Carl Weller, when I did the standard park this morning, about the third person down, about 9:30. Nice soft snow. So great skiing on this Patriots Day. And now let's go and time out the precipitation that's incoming. So this afternoon, we have a thickening sky. The breeze is picking up a little bit from the east first, then south and southeast. Not too windy, though. And then the showers arrive. There it is, about 22Z. That's 6 p.m. coming into northwestern Vermont. And they're mostly across central and northern New England to start the night. You get 3Z, 4Z. We're getting toward midnight there. Mostly light greens, but there'll be a couple of downpours embedded. The fact that it's coming through at night means more stability, so less chance of convection. But there may be some fat raindrops. Take it out to tomorrow morning. 10Z is 6 a.m. And right about 8 a.m. or so, looks like a shower tries to go right over Boston. And again, you can't exactly place where these things are going to happen. It's kind of that rainfall lottery again. It's a warm front tonight, keeps us above freezing. And then tomorrow, cool high pressure's coming in, but we're having increasing sunshine, so it turns into a really pretty day on the backside of this front. Probably about 70 in Boston and maybe 50s up here. So very soft. If you're still spring skiing, who is? Nobody is. Okay, it's just nice weather coming in here, and we can run the QPF on that through Wednesday morning, and you get the lighter green. That is about a tenth or 2/10. And then you get to the darker blue, you're looking at about a ½ inch of precipitation, highly localized, especially in higher elevations again. And a couple of purples do show up there. So the purple is more like a ½ inch to 1 inch, but not expecting anything like we had here on our Saturday. And now what else? Let's just go right to the big picture, go forward for the next 10 days, which takes us to the end of April. That's Wednesday, April 30th, but we start with our Monday, April 21st, and there's that low going up into Canada with a warm front combination cold front coming through here tonight and tomorrow. And it looks like high pressure with maybe a lot of clouds, and there's a chance of a shower or a sprinkle around here. A little light April shower coming in tomorrow night and Wednesday morning. I think we're actually going to have a little bit of a refreeze up here with high pressure pretty much dominating. And then you get another system crossing the nation fairly quickly with some more heavy weather in the middle of the country. And Thursday starting off nice and dry, and maybe another night near freezing in far north on Thursday morning. But most of us lows are going to be in the 40s and 50s here. And then the Friday action. Remember a couple days ago, Friday looked like a soaker with showers and downpours and thunderstorms. Now it looks like Friday, the clouds are thickening, and we're not really getting into that heavy weather on Friday. It's more like Friday night. Another low going to our north with a wave developing on a front over southern New England Saturday morning. So the Saturday forecast keeps going downhill. This would be about the 4th Saturday in a row with downpours in New England. And it doesn't really end now until probably late Saturday or Sunday. So this is getting closer. So the confidence is building that we're going to have a fairly damp Saturday. And then Saturday night, here's a front. Oh, and look at this. Some blue showing up there. Looks like rain may try and end as snow for the final day of the ski lift-served ski season here at Mount Mansfield. Of course, other resorts are going to keep on going. And so we may have a little bit of a white cap on Sunday morning with windy, cold weather happening again next Sunday. And then that high pressure system tends to come right over us next Monday. And so that would be kind of a frosty start. Now we're getting to April 28th and then April 29th, another low coming at us from the west with a chance of some showers and thunderstorms getting pretty close. And then it's really Wednesday, April 30th. Here's 240 hours. That's 8 p.m. The final night of April 2025 shows a 985 millibar low pressure system near Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. That would tend to leave a mark. That's a powerful storm. There's snow north of it in Canada, Josh Worth chasing, and there's rain and thunderstorms across New England to close out April, and it would be windy and fairly cool on May Day, on May 1st, which is going to be a Thursday on the backside of that. So we're getting into a much easier weather pattern now, easier to forecast, easier to deal with, and not a lot of action, and just the right amount of rain to keep the gardens going. And I'll get some birds over here. Can't really hear them because I got my noise canceling mic on. I think that's the end of the weather. Yesterday, really a fine Easter, and what we did was we skied in the morning. That was fun. So we had the socials and the beautiful sky as the clouds broke yesterday, and it turned into a really pretty afternoon, and we got to go and do a little visiting and a little touring around the area here, and I was in pursuit of signs of spring word is that the peepers were so noisy on Saturday night you could barely sleep. Those tiny little frogs were, it's mating season now. And so I went and checked out some of the vernal pools. I went salamander hunting, and I did not get skunked, although I only found one or two, but that was fun. And the eggs that they're being laid in the frog ponds, and appreciation of that. And then sunset here yesterday, and without the warmth, the peepers were silent. Thank you, Carl Jr., for getting me the imagery that it was so nice, so loud on Saturday night that last night in the cold air, not a peep from the peepers. Sound of some geese flying by. So the peepers are going to peep up again as it gets warmer again this week. So loving the signs of spring. It's difficult for me when they transition from season to season. It takes me a while to adapt. So I'll be out here again tomorrow morning. And here's the and more from our Easter Sunday. Quite a blessed day. Thankful for everything we have. All right. Technically, I saw a snowflake. Did you see that snowflake? And lots of flowers. More than an inch of rain yesterday. They're loving that. Tulips look a little wary, but they're doing well. Hey, daffodils. Made it for Easter. Happy to see. And then there was that one monadnock by itself. Daffodil. Hey, where'd it go? Has anyone seen a lone daffodil? Last spotted. Being carried away by a man that looked kind of like this. Oh, yeah. It was so lonely down there. It's got a happy place now. And flowers are going to keep coming, and we're going to keep skiing another week. It was supposed to be closing day, but due to too much snow on the ground, we're going another week, an extra week. 24 hours ago, there was snow connecting each side of this tributary into the Little River West Branch. That was all snow. It's all melted. It's all headed down to behind the Matterhorn, and eventually there's the snow bridge right there. Lake Champlain. It's a spring thing. It's a tad crispy. That's what it looks like after 1.25 inches of rain and a light refreeze. Well, there was like a waterfall here yesterday. It slowed down to one stream after being triple stream. I don't really see any icicles. Oh yeah, I do see some icicles. And judging by how you guys are dressed, I would say it's gotten a little bit more chilly in the last 12 hours.
40 degrees.
I'm still in my t-shirt. Okay. Oh, look at the sun right there. Christ is risen.
Have you guys gone up the quad yet? No? Right here.
Mike took the snow that was there and put it there so we can get off the chair, which we appreciate. You guys are the best. Some bare spots here and there. But there's still snow on the trees. Let's hike up and go down through the glades.
It's cold.
It's a little chilly. It's so crowded though. Where's everybody? Good morning.
How you doing?
Oh boy, it's crispy. What do we have?
Our Easter candy today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Looks like we got a trinket
Sure do.
and a nougat.
Yeah, man.
Much appreciated.
Don't worry about it. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. We got sun, a few flakes, crispy, a couple water blowouts, but they groomed it up and we are skiing. Happy Easter. Knee deep on a Thursday, barren on a Sunday. But the melting has halted up here. As you can see, the trees are frosted. And so are our faces and fingers.
My face is fine.
Some people know how to dress better than others. And I would say the front four are pretty much done for the season.
Socks on, boots on.
What should we do? Like maybe do they have a double green circle anywhere?
Yeah. Ski like a double dive.
All right, we're skiing. If it's open, we're skiing. Oh yeah, here comes the sun. Now we're softening it up. Wow, sun's out now. This is a nice view right here. We've got Mountain view, lots of greens, and I think there's some salamanders around here. Hey, have you seen any salamanders anywhere? Can you show me where there's a salamander?
Like he was, very tall and very like long arms, long fingers.
You think there's any over there? I'm gonna go check in those trees over there. I'm always talking about vernal pools and salamanders. So I say you come out and pull out logs and maybe you'll find one. Oh, I think I got one. Oh, is that a worm or a salamander? Shoot, get away. Oh, this looks like there's gotta be one under here. All right, is that one? I think it is. All right. So he's in a bit of a stasis because he was cold and now he's warming up. It's not the black yellow spotted one, but that is a salamander. Yay, I found one. Now, how cute are those little legs and those eyes? Oh, you're free. Oh, bye. Thanks for letting me visit for a minute. There he goes. Plenty more in there. Vernal pools right up there. And word is there are a lot of frogs and they make a lot of noise. Where are they during the day? So these are the vernal pools. And then there's these other critters that kind of leave these paths. You gotta wonder what they are, where they are. Snakes, voles, moles. And where are the frogs during the day? Why can't we hear them during the day? All right.
It's a different color though.
Look at those eggs.
Those are eggs. Yeah, they're purple. Look right here.
What is that?
I think it's a salamander. What else could it be?
A salamander is not
Well, what is it?
2 inches wide.
There's no snake.
It's chimpy. All right, we gotta deliver these to John so we can breed them.
Put them back in. Oh my God.
Life.
Oh, oh. Anthony. Not yet. Wait.
This thing's on high speed. Look at him.
Want a bucket? Want a bucket with a... Yeah. Wait later, okay?
There's a jet plane high up in the sky. There's spruce with still enough snow to ski if you want to do a little hiking. And then there's the long trail up there as the sun goes down over Mount Mansfield on our April 20th, Easter Sunday. There it goes. Wind is still coming though. Cold air advection continues, but it's going to die down as soon as the sun goes down. Perfect example of differential heating. See the shadows over there? It's still warm over here. And that causes these accelerated gusts. But as soon as the sun has gone down, then the wind goes down. Random people walking by with their dogs. All right, and there goes the sun. It's the last of our Easter Sunday sun. Still enough snow to ski over there on Spruce if you want to take a hike. There's the Mount Mansfield profile, the long trail, and the sun about to go over the ridge. Now it's interesting because now we do have differential heating, so it's getting cold fast over there and it's still warm over here. So we've had some pretty impressive wind gusts in the last couple minutes next to this beautiful birch tree. Look at this. So yeah, differential heating causes the wind to really pick up quickly, but as soon as the sun is gone, the wind dies down and we have radiational cooling for a nice crispy Monday morning before the wind picks back up again. And what about those peeper frogs that were so deafening last night because it was 65 degrees and pouring? Tonight it's less cold, so I think it's less deafening. Do we have the sound of the peeper frogs from the Weller family over there by the Vernal Pools. I know that they were less loud. And you know what else is less loud tonight? The sound of water running down the hill. So ultimately, this is one of the tributaries into the little river coming off of Spruce. And the water has really settled down. But like I said, that differential heating wind is still stirring. So it should be a pretty nice time-lapse day from Weymouth. The sun going down to the right of the flag. And that's it for our Easter Sunday. Thanks for watching. We'll be back